you said, Matt. Your voice wasn't recording.
Yeah, but I fixed that.
Unless I
sound-
didn't.
You only
I don't know. Well,
fixed
let me.
Yeah,
we
it's
didn't
possible.
do a whole lot. It's not
We
hard
didn't
to
do a
just
whole lot.
Yeah.
Essentially, what happened is you guys were upstairs, and you guys looted the area, and then you guys interacted with some of the orcish women and children, or killed them, and then you guys looted some items in a chest, and then went downstairs through this tube,
Where the
this
bad
hole,
places at?
this tunnel, and there was like fungal forest with
We didn't
other
go downstairs by choice.
other
Yeah, it
growth
was
and
not our
things like
choice.
that. And you killed some weird skeleton dudes in some gardener's outfits and wheelbarrows, and then killed some large man-eating plants that are sort of resemble like dead plants, though, to be honest, because they're kind of withered and have no leaves. And then you guys killed a large bugbear guy with his mini rats, and kind of explored his little cave up north a little bit, and that is where you guys are at. People have fought, nobody has died. You guys took a long rest, I believe. Is that correct?
I think so.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
So, Paul, what's your actual max HP right now? Is it 23?
I think I rolled for that, didn't I? Isn't that what I ended up with?
Yeah. Gil, I have a hard time believing after 3 levels you only have 14 HP.
Did I miss a roll for health or something?
He might not have
must
rolled
have,
this
dude.
health. He might. Did he roll this health?
It just
for this
seems
one?
odd. I mean, you could have, and you're just bad.
What does everybody else have?
I think he failed on.
I have
his
17.
Yeah, he may have botched a roll. That would make a lot more sense.
Are you able to filter?
I
out
botched-
my-
I think-
See, I have 6 temp HP right now, Matt. If I take that off, then I
Go ahead
should
and
just
take
have
that too.
23.
Yeah,
I
go ahead and
botched-
take that temp HP off.
I botched a
Here's my
roll and I have
story.
17.
My starting was 7.
You starting with 7. So
Yeah.
you've only gotten 7 since then in 2 levels? That may be true.
Do you have a filter to search for my rolls? Or I think it would have been a 1d4.
No, unfortunately it doesn't go back very far. Although, no, I can view all chat entries. Let me see if I can pop a log.
No, I'm pretty sure that you just haven't rolled. I think Nathan rolled his hit die. Paul rolled his hit die. And then I just rolled my hit die, but that's the thing about it.
Am I the one with the lowest amount of health, or what?
Sounds like it.
From what I'm seeing, Lane didn't and you didn't so far.
No, I definitely did.
You
I
did?
critted
Okay.
on my hit or my hit die.
Okay, where
I mean,
was
I
that
can.
at
It's
then?
up to Matt.
I'm gonna find out if that's the case. You have 400 entries of rolls throughout this time, so hit die, hit die.
Hey,
hit
one
die.
thing we didn't do was get XP from this battle. This
Yeah, you
last
did.
battle.
Yeah, we did.
Mouth.
Oh, did we do that?
I
Oh,
did
alright.
not write it down, nor
Always
did I.
trying to squeeze it in there. I didn't get any hit. I didn't get any hit die.
I'm still at the.
It's gonna be hard to tell if you did or you didn't, Gil. I'm gonna try and look. I'm gonna bring it down to the most recent rolls and stuff.
Because what am I supposed to roll? 1d4?
No,
No, it's like a. There's a hit
like
die
an 8,
roll.
8 or a 10.
Yeah, 1d8, I guess. You can't filter that out. 1d8 rolls by me.
Yeah, I'm sure there's only 2.
Oh, I got another crit.
You have over 404 rolls since we started this campaign.
We'll
And
filter
you're-
out the
and
ones
you're
that
water
slap the
well,
ass.
That'd be great, Matt. Thanks, dude.
And there's not a filter, there's just a control F.
Because most of my rolls should be weapons and
That doesn't make it any easier. There's not like some easy check here. Although there might be one thing, but it might include other people's. It could still make it easier. Let me take a look. Spinning hit dice. There we go. Spinning hit dice.
you could copy into Excel and make it cool.
That sounds so fun right now.
Just saying, filter out.
Right. You could too.
I don't have.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you roll a 1d8 if you're a rogue.
Okay, I filtered it by somebody spinning hit dice. So let's see. Blade had a 1d8 and he got a 5.
That'll put me at 12 health.
Unless that was just to like heal, I'm not sure.
I don't think
So, 'cause
really. I
don't always
think
know the
Lane was the only
context.
one who. I think Lane was the only one who spent hit dice to heal, and it was like really, really early on.
Yep. I don't see you rolling it ever again, so it's very possible you only rolled it twice.
I think he only rolled it.
Go ahead and roll it, Zabadoo.
Mrs. Abadelli.
Mrs. Abadelli.
0.
Roll that again, please.
Okay, I feel like
Let him roll
you
again.
shouldn't get a
How's that?
0.
Should we, because you rolled a 1 and you have a -1 in Constitution.
Get wrecked.
So, here's the deal, guys. That's the rules.
I think we should leave it.
But hey, then there's no
However-
question.
However, I'm okay with saying, okay, if you get an absolute 0 roll, you get another roll, but you gotta take it no matter what.
Yep, do it. Reroll.
Yeah, I'm okay with another roll.
I
It's a
bet
0.
you are. You weren't on the table.
Reroll, motherfucker, right now.
And if somebody else did it and you said the exact same thing, I'd be like, yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay, that's... Go ahead.
Ah!
Jesus.
It is, fate.
The cause is spoken.
I mean, that
The dice
is
are
hard to
spoken.
argue. Roll one more time, but
The
we're
dice
gonna
are
ignore
spoken.
it. But one more
I was
time.
gonna say, I was like, if you roll 0, you still get to go, right?
Does he get something
Like, if
for
I get
rolling
a 2,
3?
I'm not gonna argue with that. But I get 2 zeros in a row, I mean.
That's pretty ridiculous. Roll
That-
one more time.
I'm just curious.
If you get 3 zeros,
You got a
Okay.
crit,
No,
okay.
you get 0. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
yeah, you do.
Critical
get 0.
failures and then a crit.
You rolled twice in a row with 0.
It's
You
hilarious.
pretty much never get. I would say of all the players, you've gotten hit the least, so I'm not really worried about it.
Oh
I feel
my
bad
gosh.
for you. I do.
What was that
because
for?
there's always is HP increase.
Ah.
There's always been the option of
Ah.
taking the median or rolling, but everyone so far I think has rolled. So
Yeah, I've rolled. I was. My thought was I have a +2, so worst I could get is a 3, which is a -1 from what I could have just taken, I think.
Yep.
So I'm just like, may as well just take the may as well just roll, because then I have
sort
a
of.
higher
But I mean,
chance.
if you rolled
But
the max 1, you would have a +2 over that.
yeah,
so-
so
It's either way. I'm not complaining about it. Anyways, so you guys are down in this field of fungus. A better description of the area that you are currently in is the following. Luminescent fungus shedding violet light clings to the walls and ceiling of this wide cavern. The air is damp, chilly, and redolent with odors of loam and decay. A layer of earth mixed with rotting vegetation and the remains of cave animals covers the floor. Several varieties of mushrooms and fungi grow on the detritus, as well as a few saplings and small shrubberies. A shrubbery!
Shrubbery. Too easy.
Your team has just finished a combative phase with the dissidents of this domain. How do you proceed?
Did we
okay.
take a rest? I can't remember.
Yes, we did.
Yes,
Um,
full big boy rest.
So did we come in here?
No, you came in here in the center.
Oh, we came through the right here. Okay. Why is
Fell down the middle because
for some reason I feel like it did
He
not
survived.
originally do that.
We should have let him just fall down the hole. I mean, to be honest.
Yeah, but then he would have got XP if he actually made it out alive, and I'm not okay.
Which
with
he so far has done pretty good at.
Yeah.
that. I'm not okay with him getting all the XP.
I guess.
I was like I don't know. I was like 25 XP from leveling up. So it was like one battle and I would have leveled up. So I was
I'm guessing there's probably nothing else in this top corner here, since that's where that path is leading. gonna
So,
check
Matt, I
out
have
these
a question for you.
Yep.
I'm on this D&D wiki thing that you sent me, and it says that with the like allegiance that I made for my warlock, there's like a spell list, and it says spell level.
Yeah. You haven't been looking at that?
No, I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But-
Welcome to the major class feature.
No, I mean I've been doing this, but
Oh, okay.
the spell level that it has listed here, does that correlate to my character level? Is that the same thing?
No, not necessarily at all. So spell level is based off of, because you're a warlock,
Yes.
your spell level is based on the individual spell itself. Because you increase your slot levels as you go, but it's not necessarily correlating to that. If you pull up the player's handbook, it's page 100, or page 99 or 100, one of those, and that shows, like, as you level, how you gain new spells. And you also gain like familiar spells and things like that based on like your patron.
Yeah, well, so
Spell level
my-
does not equate. The max spell level in the entire game is like 7, whereas you can go up to like level 20 as a character.
okay.
Spells
All right,
are more
that makes
limited
sense.
in
Okay,
range. Yeah.
that was my question.
Okay. All right, Isaiah, did you want to roll on any of the gear that went through last session? If you do, let's go ahead and get that out of the way.
Let's see here.
There's this really, really cool crossbow that nobody wanted after they fought for it.
I don't know. Can I use crossbows?
Yes.
It's 1d10 piercing.
Possibly, anyways. Yeah, I don't know if there's a proficiency with crossbows. There might actually be.
Dex crossbow, I think.
Well, all ranged weapons are dex, technically, to hit.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
Where is it at? I'm trying to find. Yeah, I can use light crossbows.
This is a heavy one.
Yeah.
Alright, so,
Yeah, I don't think there's really anything from what I'm seeing. What's the goblin Veru loot down at the bottom?
the goblin various loot.
Yeah. Was that already,
Wine jar. I don't know who took the wine or whatever.
Okay,
Oh,
so
shit.
basically all the money was just divided up.
Yeah, I think we split it 5 ways. I made some like math in that Google thing that like explained it.
Okay, so I got keys.
It was split however
Let's see
many
here.
ways, and I think you were included. I'm pretty sure.
We gave you all the keys. So I see.
Yeah, here, let me add. Was it just keys or what were they actually called?
There should be in that loot inventory list that has your name.
It just says keys.
That's what they are. Then.
All right, then I'll just set. I have a goblin room key, and then
It's not gonna help us down here though.
Okay, yeah. I'll just add keys to my inventory.
I'd like to do a perception to determine if there's any dangers up ahead to this tunnel. That's it.
Perception to find out if it's dangerous.
Yeah. Perceive ahead.
I'm still waiting for mine. I was checking out the doors in the room.
You didn't say anything, brah. Can't just
Did
sit there and
before.
throw
No, I
dice
did
at me.
before.
Huh?
I did
He
before.
did.
So I
He
can,
said he's
check.
gonna check out the door and he rolled a perception.
Over there. Okay, so the door appears to be a wooden door with iron bindings. It is shut, and has a keyhole. However, it doesn't appear to be locked. You can tell that there's no bolt shoved through. Lane, what was your perception roll for?
Just look forward. See if I hear anything, smell anything. Maybe my favorite enemies ahead. I don't know.
You hear distant echoes into the darkness. Sounds just kind of like anything from rocks falling to maybe drip drops of a small leaky crevice.
Is this like a cave?
Yes, you're correct. You are deep underground. You were underground before you even entered the castle. You are deep underground now. The
Okay,
glowing
I'm gonna
moss
stealth.
litters the floor.
Is that what it is?
Yes, it's green glowing moss. It's technically supposed to be violet, and it makes a lot more sense if it's violet, but I couldn't find an icon for purple moss or fungus, so I swapped it out with it's actually like mushroom caps and stuff like that, but I couldn't find a purple icon, so we're gonna call it green.
Just want to look around the
Oh,
corner and see
balls.
if I see anything. What do my elf eyes see? Tattoo.
Your elf eyes peer into the darkness. You see a tapering cavern drifting deep into the distance, taking you off into a darker cavern as it swindles its way down a serpent's trail. The fungus doesn't appear to grow deeper here, and as you get closer, you feel a breath of cold air coming in from the lower depths.
Okay, I'll make my way back to the group and let them know I found a little pathway.
Okay, so is Blade opening this door? Because I don't want to go down to the bottom door if that is so. If I
I'm gonna
notice
wait for
that.
your
I'm
left
gonna
to
use
go.
my mirror under the door, see what I can see. Peek through the. Did you say there's bars on the door?
No, I did not.
Is it any gaps in the door?
What? Gaps
Was
in
there
the door? No, it's a sealed door.
All right, I'm gonna sneak open the door and peer around with a mirror and see what I can see.
Where did Meepo go?
Meepo and the other Cobalt are being pushed around in a wheelbarrow to entertain, and Erky is chasing him around, throwing fungus caps at him.
So lighthearted and pure.
You peer into the dark chamber to see a dimly lit room. Has a pillar covered in fungus. Small spores line the column. You see forward a table. Looks like some sort of project counter, and a door up to the north. The area looks somewhat clean and cobblestoned from wall to wall, although not exactly well kept, but not dirty floors as you're in currently.
All right, relay that
Listening in,
information.
you don't hear anything but some nicks and knacks of noises, kind of like a dropping of a spoon or something like that. And it seems distant or muffled.
I'm gonna relay that information to everyone.
Where should we go?
Has anybody checked the south room?
No. Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
The list of warlock spells that are on page 200, those are separated out by level 2 as well. So if I level up and I learn a new spell, like what column do I get to pick from? If I am level 3, I can't pick level 3 spells, right? I can still only pick like level 1 spells.
Incorrect. So warlocks are unique. I'm just going to get into something a little more depth that you should know more about, Paul. So at level 3, you get the thing called Pact Boon. But you also
which
get
like
spells
gives you
known.
a different thing. So I read that and like I know
So
what I want to do
you
with
get
that,
an
but I'm
increase
gonna
of
add a
spells
spell.
known to 4, and your spell slots are still 2. However, your slot level becomes second.
So that means I can pick from level 2 spells?
Not exactly.
Because this is like very confusing, I feel like.
Okay, alright, let me read up and tell you what's going on here. Because, yes, you are unique. So, spell slots. The Warlock table shows how many spell slots you have.
Okay.
Also shows what level the spells are. All of your spell slots are the same level. So, all your spells. So now they're all second level. To cast one of your Warlock spells of first level or higher, you must expend a spell slot. You regain all expended spell slots when you finish a short or long rest. For example, when you're 5th level, you have 2 3rd level spell slots. To cast a 1st level spell, Thunder Wave, you must spend one of those slots and you cast it as a 3rd level spell. So every spell in the game pretty much has an, or at least most spells anyways, have an increased level. That if you cast them at higher levels, they do more. Yours are always at the highest level that you can achieve.
Okay.
So you are currently casting all spells at level 2, second level. So
Okay.
spells known 1st and higher. At 1st level, you know 2 1st level spells of your choice from the Warlock spell list. Spells known column of the Warlock table shows when you learn more Warlock spells of your choice, of 1st level or higher. A spell you choose must be of a level no higher than what's shown in the table's slot level column of your level. So now you can choose a 2nd level spell. But all your spells will be cast as 2nd level, even though you have maybe a level 1 spell. But most
Okay.
spells tell you what happens when you cast them at higher levels, like the damage increases or whatever.
Okay. So I
when you
should go
reach
look at all my spells again and update the damage
Well,
info?
yeah,
and
no. What you need to do is attach in there what happens when you cast a spell at higher level. That should be on every spell. So whenever you add a spell, regardless of what level it is, so like go into your spellbook right now and look at Burning Hands. It already has a higher level spot in there.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
So every level higher than 1, it increases damage by 1d6.
Gotcha.
Things like Seen Servant don't become stronger.
Okay.
Yep. But most spells have a higher level. So Hellish Rebuke, you might check that out.
Okay. And then as far as like that list of warlock spells, I can pick things out of that second
Yes,
level.
like
then.
when you level up and what it says your spell level is, that's what you can choose from when you level up to that. So if it
Okay.
says you gain an extra spell you learn, and it says this is what level you're at now, you can choose anything from that level down.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay. All right, just 1 second, guys. Think about what you're doing next. I have to take a quick pee.
Alright, I'm gonna grab a snack then. I'm probably just gonna follow Blade through this door.
Yeah, let's just lead the way, Blade. You're stealthy.
But
You're fine. Took so long to get through the door.
let's wait until Matt gets back first.
You guys are pushing through the.
I'm going through the door.
Matt, did I choose my archetype?
I don't know. Did you? I assumed it was thief. That's what you had said.
I think I've been thinking about it, but
Thief is kind of where you're leaning. What did you choose?
that's kind of like assassin.
Okay. Yeah, they're all really cool. You just have to determine which one you want to do.
We're not doing the components for stuff, right?
Kind of, yes.
Depends. If it's something like, I think we were decided that if it was something like, really not really expensive, then
Yeah. Then no big deal.
there was no
Certain
big deal.
types of
But
things-
like,
yeah, certain types of things like Isaiah legitimately had a gem when he cast that prismatic orb that he used for it.
yeah,
It's
which
supposed to be a diamond, but I took his like emerald or whatever spell or like object he had at the time.
yeah, it was supposed to be like a diamond worth like 50 gold pieces, and
Yeah, I'm trying to like make it accessible, but somewhat like so you're not just sitting there shooting off these Nova spells, making everyone else look like fools.
Sure.
so I don't know. But
I'm trying to decide here. Like, this summon familiar thing, like, takes a bunch of stuff, so
Like
I
what?
might not do it. 10 gold pieces, charcoal, incense, herbs, and it says it has to be consumed by brass brazer's fire, which I have no idea what the hell that is.
That's flexible, but 10 gold is not that bad. I mean, what do you have, like 700 gold?
No, not even close.
What do you have, 100 gold?
No, not even that much.
What? You should.
Let me look here. I thought
I'm at only
had maybe
I'm
like
at
30 or
51 gold,
40
yeah.
pieces, like, not much.
Yeah, but when you have a familiar, it's just out.
So you like summon it one time and then it stays with you as long
Yes.
as it doesn't die, right?
Correct.
Got 165 gold. What?
There you go. See?
Actually, almost 200 if total.
dang,
Yeah, that's
Oh,
one.
fuck. Maybe I'll do this then.
I've got 51.
What about
Yeah.
the brass brazer's fire though? Like,
I don't know what
that
the
is.
heck that would be. I would just
Yeah.
say you could use it just any
Just a
brazier.
regular fire.
Yeah. Well, a brazier would
What
work.
is a brazier?
Brazier is kind of like a big dome bowl, like a big dome fireplace, kind of like a mini bonfire pit. It's like a metal bonfire
Hey,
pit.
hey Tetsu, I didn't add my XP from that last fight with the garden people. How much did
Well,
we get?
you were here. What was the
Yeah.
experience?
I don't know.
I think it was on the thing, wasn't it?
I think it was.
It was on the thing. What's that supposed to
The Google Doc, maybe?
The Google Doc was the previous battle. I'm talking about this one with the garden. that
Yeah,
was-
You guys were here. I told you what
that
the
was at
experience
the
was
end
at the
of
time.
it.
Yeah. Because I
Yeah.
even
I know.
inputted into him. I don't remember what it is.
I put
Oh.
my
You're level 3, aren't you?
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't think anyone's going to hit level 4 in this campaign.
Okay. Alright, whatever.
So I'm not going to ignore it. I just don't remember what it is. Like, what is your current
Alright.
EXP?
906. I've got a ways to go.
Yeah,
I'll
I
just
think
give
everyone-
myself 50
I
and be
think
good
maybe
at
the highest anyone is like 1,000. Nathan, are you 1,000?
I'm 1200.
Okay.
yeah,
You're a
I'm
little
at
closer.
1089.
I am at 978. So
Alright, what do we see in this room? What is this big black thing?
So you enter in, and you see 2 rows, horizontal rows of columns, with dragon carvings on the marble columns. And they go. There's 6 or 5 of them in each row, going across the hallway, and you see many tables along the cobbled floor. The small wooden tables have contents including like mortars and pedestals, small tools, bowls filled with crushed leaves and chopped fungus stalks, and other plant specimens. The many doors leading off this hall are partially open.
Can we see through them?
Yeah, they're partially open.
Alright, so why can't I see them?
Tell me which one you'd like to peek in.
The one I'm standing in front of.
Alright. You peek into the southwestern chamber. What appears to be a few goblins, like stamping into barrels. You see two goblins stamping into barrels with several other barrels that have been closed up on the side, but these are open barrels that these two goblins are stomping
Kind of like
into.
crushing grape or making wine, crushing grapes, stuff like that.
Assumedly, that's kind of what you would think.
Microphone activated.
Get rid of the turn order.
Yeah.
All right. Well, without them noticing me, I'd peek out, come back out of the door.
Okay.
Let them
Is
know
anyone
we're
else making any
hostiles.
actions here? Remember,
this one
you guys are
cracked?
kind of. Huh? Yes.
What?
All the doors are partially cracked. You're gonna peek in.
Yeah. What do I see?
The northwestern chamber. You hear an audible snore from inside the room. This appears to be a very rough barracks. There's more than a dozen small pallets matted fur that look like little makeshift beds. Some of them have some sleeping goblins on it, and there appear to be some other goblins sitting around a small fire. Just relaxing, and it's like drinking on some bottle.
Okay. Alright, that's a
This could
barracks.
This could turn into one huge fight, though. We can do this
Yeah.
a couple of ways.
We can get out of here. Avoid it.
Well, the odds of somebody making noise and then awakening everyone seems pretty high in this dungeon.
Geth and Thander, what are you guys doing?
I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck my spells are, but
Sure.
I
No. Okay.
will-
Then don't worry about it. If you're doing that, just focus on that real quick. Hey,
Okay.
hey Paul. Let me send you a quick little link, because this will help you.
Well, I'm like looking because I don't think I'm gonna do the familiar. I want to do something else, but I'm like looking because you can steal cantrips from other people, and I'm trying to figure out what's good. So it might be a second.
This is kind of a weird site, but it shows all spells by level based on class. If you scroll down,
Okay, that's helpful.
just scroll down a little bit, and you'll see warlock spells. You'll see by level, and you can just right-click on them and open a new tab. It tells you what they do and what they require.
Nice.
Can you post a link for that?
Yep. I'll post a link for that.
This is pretty legit.
It's used for like D&D dungeon master crap, but this can be a pretty helpful source for people to just figure out what their characters can do at what levels. Posting it in the link right now. Just pop back in.
Oh,
like
jeez.
that.
Jesus.
Alright, I'll just bookmark that for now and look at that later. Alright, Lane, did you say what was in that south room?
Yeah. I stepped away and kind of whispered it.
Yeah,
You guys
there's
enemies are ahead.
I definitely said there was a barracks up north, so
As Meepo and the Cobalt stride around the room wildly, carrying out, Urki goes and approaches Thander. Gives a poke on his thigh.
I never got to do a turn.
Okay,
But,
do a turn.
but whatever.
Well, it's anytime you want, you can interact.
I know, but I like to keep things organized.
Sure, I understand. So he gives you a poke on the thigh. Big fella,
Hmm?
what do you make out of all this? Skeletons harvesting some glowing fungus? It's a little bizarre.
I was just about to check out what makes these glow. I've never seen them on the other world.
Neither have I. I didn't know you were such a botanist.
I know my lands. Fairly.
You ever seen these twig fellas? Points over at one of the withered creatures.
Which ones are those?
The man-eating plants.
Well, not this large, I don't believe. Not that I recall.
I do recall seeing some of the smaller ones, but yeah, it's a weird experience. Not really sure what we're getting ourselves into.
Can I do something to see if, because that's what my turn was going to be, was to study the plants.
Sure.
Boop. Not much.
Alright. You begin investigating the local shrubberies, flora. Scales, Yeth B, and Blade. What are you guys doing?
Blade, Skills, and I just figured out that we're surrounded by goblins. And I think Blade wants to go poke him in the back.
Well,
I mean, slap his butt.
He does
Yeah,
like doing that.
My favorite.
Way too much.
what are the odds that
That there's
we
5
could
more
sneak
goblins
attack?
in every other room?
What are the odds that we can sneak attack and then clear it out room by room?
Are you asking me? Because I'm not the person to ask.
I think you and I could do that pretty well, Blade. I got a bow. You get in there and shove the dagger in him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wanna try?
How many did you see in there?
There were 2 in the bottom room. Saw 2 in the top, but
How many-
obviously
yeah,
Tex
how
was
many did
hiding
I
some of it,
see?
so-
You from the crack, you're able to see 2.
Okay, yeah,
but you
I
could hear noise
saw
of others.
2. I saw 2, but there was definitely more than that.
Alright, I'm gonna check out all these other rooms and actually no. I'm gonna check out this one room right here. Can I see inside?
Peek inside the corridor, in the north central chamber, and you see several goblins repairing and working on armor and weapons.
Okay,
Obviously
so I'm
in their
gonna say
barracks.
that this is a big trap area and we don't want to be in here if we're gonna fight people.
Agreed.
I agree, yeah. And then nod, I walk out of the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
Let's share
Shut that
information.
fucking door behind us, too.
Everybody knows what we know now.
Alright, so that's not a place we
Don't
want to
tell
be in.
Thander.
I make sure to tell everyone except Thander.
Alright, I want to check the south door.
Alright. Southern door is made of wood, but it appears to be partially burnt in certain spots. It's also very dry. Just like it's somewhat brittle and splintery. But it creaks open if you give it a shove.
I want to peek, just crack the door and look through it, barely.
Peer down a dimly lit hallway. And it's kind of a slightly hazy, though you do see some fungus growing here too. Well carved out hallway leading to the south.
Can I fully open the door? I'm gonna do that.
You peer down a dimly lit hallway, and you can start to not see very well near the end of it. It appears there's some fungus growing up close, but not so much near the end. And like I said, you can kind of feel it's warmer air coming through the doorway than where you're at. It's much more humid coming from the other side of this door versus where you're in right now, where it feels a little bit more mildewy.
Okay. We have a hallway down there, a long hallway where the fungus seems to end. The air feels a little bit warmer down there as well.
Well, why don't we have B go down there and check and see with his vision?
What do my elf eyes see? Is that what you just asked? Okay. I'll start walking down the hallway.
You notice it's somewhat hazy in this area, but you feel much warmer from the air. It just kind of hits you in the face with its warmth. The hallway goes down, and then you notice that it breaks off into what appears to be like a crack in the ground, as if the earth is separated through this hallway. It's broken through.
Death, Thunder, we're going. Come follow.
Alright.
It starts getting quite dark. You do see some glimmers of light to the south. Is anyone carrying a torch?
I have some in my bag.
I have my. I'm gonna say that I relit up my staff with light.
Okay.
Before we do that, let's have B see what he can see first.
I'm being so careful. It's just not like us.
You peer off and see a dimly lit cavern up to the northeast. And to the south, you see a more of what appears to be more of this rift, crevice that's shattered through this building. There's a carved out area to the south path. However, there's more to the rift as well. And it opens from side to side, and it's full of debris strewn across the floor, crumbled cobblestone through the corridor. There's no fungus that's growing here, and it has the path that continues off up to the east, to the southwest, and then there's a carved out path through direct south. Yeah, it has the floor is riddled with holes that smoke, smells of burning earth spews out.
Alright.
Well, let's keep going.
Just keep going. Let's pick a
Okay.
path.
No torches,
I don't need it, I can see in the dark.
but Blade's walking in the dark.
Does Scales not have
I have my-
staff
I'm-
Is he
still?
lighting?
following
Okay, so
behind,
you're
yeah.
lighting it now? Okay.
Why don't we take the...
Do I see
Or-
Meepo and Erky behind us?
Yeah, where are they? Are they behind us?
Yeah, they're just relaxing.
Okay.
Thander, what are you doing?
Still up here with the little guy.
You investigate more into the plants, and I'll send you a little more information about that. But basically, we find that they're harvesting these odd fluorescent, bioluminescent fungus. And a lot of the other plants seems to be used, chopped down, used as mulch for the fungus to grow more, and appears to be edible fungus, and maybe even used for other properties as well. That seems to be very multi-purpose. The plants themselves, though, are unnatural in their growth. They don't have roots that dig deep. seems to have a weird, bizarre life to them that's unique to even their own existence. As far as plants go, you've never seen anything like it.
So if me and the little guy take a 20, can we come up with a hypothesis on what they might be potent of?
Yes, you can. If you'd like to do that.
Yeah.
Or if that's what you've been doing. We'll assume that's what you've been doing, or is that what you want to do?
Yes, that's what I've been doing.
Okay. Then you come to the conclusion, and Urki brings up a suggestion that makes you somewhat uncomfortable, although you might be more willing to accept this truth now than you had when you entered. That perhaps these plants' existence come from a source that is not natural in the world that you've ever known. And there's something very dark and sinister about where these plants come from, as if they're their own existing creature, birthed by an evil existence. There's something
is that the
that
plants
is
or the
spawning
mushrooms?
them. The plants, the mushrooms themselves seem to be maybe a natural habitat of this, but maybe a mutant of a mushroom.
Because I was more interested in the mushroom.
Okay.
That's what I was spending my work on.
The mushrooms occur to you that they might be a sort of a mutated fungus or a weird crossbreed. They have a lot of unique properties that you recognize, but you're not familiar with the specific breed.
Well, there's one way to find out. I'm going to sample one.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And offer some to little.
Go ahead and roll a Constitution.
How is that freaking possible? Do you see that guy? No, he had 317 kills.
Oh.
No, 356 kills, 317 headshots. I kind of like our collectors. They drop a lot of loot.
Not affected by it. I don't have anything that affects that.
You feel pretty much the same, but there's a kind of a weird feeling to your head, kind of a lightheadedness. But it's very, very mild.
Did little dude try it?
Yeah, little dude tries it as well. He's like, well, if you will, I will.
What's he say about it?
Kind of tastes like dirt.
What?
Like a cilantro dirt.
Cilantro.
Well, that's not helpful. You feel no side effects from eating it.
Makes my tongue a little bit numb.
He sticks his tongue out and goes,
Alright, I'm going
But
to...
to be honest, it's not too bad. Kind of grows on you.
takes another bite. Alright, to you down low.
I'm gonna grab a couple of the smaller ones and pop them in the...
Okay. Grab a couple more and pop them in your pouch. Adventurers down south. You run into another doorway. This is a unique stone door. It doesn't appear to be locked, but it does have an interesting carving of two dragons flying on both left and right side of it, with an odd symbol in the middle.
Yeah, I just said it's a semi typically because I don't like hers. I can quick pass them.
Scales, know what this
User left
symbol
your
means.
I get closer and look at it. Oh, dude.
You go ahead and give me a history roll.
History roll.
Is it in English or? You
There's
said there
no
was something
words.
carved
There's no
on it?
words.
No, there's
Yeah,
no
there's a
words.
symbol. You recognize this as being of ancient dragon culture. Some of the worshippers of Tiamat, perhaps. In your studies, you've come across similar imagery.
All right.
What is Tiamat?
I just relayed
Tiamat.
that.
If I guess you could ask him about Tiamat, and he could give you a little more details. He knows
No,
a bit
I
about
don't
it.
care.
Just out of my own curiosity, what would I know about that?
Tiamat is the god of dragons. She is a five-headed dragon, having all the element, or I think, yeah, five-headed dragon, having each head of different types of dragons. And like the queen, considered to be the queen of dragons, although it's considered that she may not be dead, but perhaps banished into another plane of existence. She's still quite wildly worshipped and supposedly still has an influence in the world. There are quite a few cultists of even human and elf kind that follow her teachings and devotion to her. You guys do anything else down here?
I'd like to open the door.
You go to open the door and it gives just about an inch before you realize it appears to be very stuck. And the door no longer pulls back or forward.
Let me know when it would be about the time that I'm done doing whatever I'm doing.
Okay.
Coinciding with their time.
Sure.
I guess we go check the other path.
No,
Looks like the
I'm gonna.
door's stuck, boys.
B
Unless
gives
you guys want to try to kick
a
it in.
heavy shove to the door, and it actually does give just another inch.
Guess
Are we
the
able
three
to
of us
see
can do this.
inside there at all?
No, it doesn't pass the enclosure. Theander, go ahead and make your action, or your next action, and then it's gonna be Blade.
Alright, let's all do this at once.
Yeah, let's. I think we should go kind of like a turn order. Sounds like it'd be a little more.
No, let's just all do it at once. Push the door.
Theander, what are you doing next?
Did anyone notice where the others went?
Meepo goes, to the south!
Come, little man, are you joining me?
I suppose I will. Sure beats hanging around with these fools.
Meepo chuckles at him as you guys walk off.
When does it get dark?
Right around there. It starts getting dim.
Perhaps a torch is in order.
Do you have one?
I don't, but I do see a dim light up ahead. Perhaps it's them. Would you like to find out?
He begins walking quietly down the corridor.
He can see around corners?
There's dim light. You can see a flicker of light down. It's almost parallel with you guys.
Oh. I'm going to see if I can tell which way they went.
Survival check then. Or perception.
No, my survival.
Survival would be tracking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems that they probably went to the south based off footprints. There's quite a few heading that way.
Okay.
You guys gonna go ahead and give it a shove?
Yep, all at once. That was my roll.
Yeah, are we all
Yep.
doing it? Okay. Then let me give one.
So I see 2 athletics rolls.
What is 14, 14, 14?
Wow.
Okay, Paul, you're not jumping in? Jeff? Okay, alright.
Let's hit this down.
You guys
I think
all
we're gonna die.
and hoe and shove at the door, and it creaks and then falls forward and breaks off the hinges, revealing a dark chamber.
Well, that's weird.
Scales, get in there and light it up.
Inside the room, dimly lit by Scales' staff, you see what appears to be a faded mosaic of tiles, still decorated parts of the wall with like different engravings. But most of the area has fallen to just dust and disrepair. Parts of the floors are cracked. Various situations of the pillars being broken and severed. Although two still stand strong in the eastern part of the chamber. In this far east, you see situated of the chamber is a little, what would you call that? A table, sort of like a table, covered in dust. And, on it is a pedestal, slim pedestal of a rusted, iron-shaped bowl. A bowl shaped of iron, and holding up the bowl is an upright dragon statue. It's about 4 feet tall, and its mouth rests what looks to be an indention. However, there's nothing in the tray that he is holding, nor in his mouth.
I got an idea. Not sure if
Looks
I have.
like maybe something was in here at some point. I wonder, does anyone have anything that might fit there?
I think possibly this might have something to do with that dragon room we found earlier. One that we all breathed fire out of.
Matt, I'd like to take the Peridot jewel that I got earlier and set it in the tray that the dragon's holding.
Okay. You set the jewel inside the tray that he's holding, and it rolls around for a second, unless you place it carefully. But otherwise, it just sets in the tray.
How big is the tray?
Tray's about a foot radius.
Dude, let's just go to where the shuttle's going.
I want to look at my Peridot dragon statue, jade dragon statue, and see if
I've landed on the drop
they might fit or somehow relate to this.
Okay. You look them over and kind of examine the situation. Gales and B, you guys making an action?
I want to investigate like the stone table, or the yeah.
Go ahead and give it a roll. And B, what are you doing?
Trying to figure out what to do. I want to roll 20 perception check, looking for any sort of hidden objects, hidden passageways, and look around the table or anything.
Okay.
I'll try a roll, but I'd like to roll 20.
Okay, that's fine. So, Thander, it's your go. You don't have to roll if you're taking a 20 for things like perception.
That light, obviously, I can't see anymore.
I gotta run to the bathroom. Be right back.
Could I keep going? I see anything at all now?
So the light disappeared through that tunnel. You know, you can kind of see where it went, but you're kind of in darkness now. There's still slight gleams of dim light, but it's from the cracks in the floor, but it's not a lot.
Alright, I'm going to just follow the edge of the wall that I feel. I'm going to outstretch both my hands and follow the edge of the wall.
Urki calls behind you.
You mind if I light a torch?
I thought he said he didn't have any.
No, he didn't say he did not have any. He just asked if we should.
No, I said, do you have any?
Yeah,
And
he
you said,
asked if he
I
should
don't.
have.
Did you?
Said you did.
Yeah.
You said you didn't have any.
Okay. I thought he did have one. I don't recall answering that question.
Yeah, because you were like, it's dark, should we light a torch? And I said, do you have any? And you said no, but I can see a light ahead.
Okay. That's fair. Then he doesn't have it.
Magic. Alright, I'm just gonna keep following the wall then.
Oh, it was freaking Meepo's inventory. Okay.
That's about as far as I get on one turn.
Okay.
Well, actually, let me check.
So the investigations and looking around, Geth, nothing yields from your gym test in the actual bowl. Your
Wait, is this
investigation.
still half size or double size?
No, these are actual size.
So this map is actual size?
Yep.
Okay, then.
Sweet.
Chamber is about 8 or 9 feet wide. You guys are in one that's around 30 something feet. So you find that there is more dragon engravings along the dusty and decrepit walls of this area, but nothing besides the mouth of the dragon does kind of draw your attention a little bit, but it looks like something perhaps could have fit there. Or maybe even in the bowl itself, but it's not obvious what any of it means. But it does feel like this was a very important chamber at some point. Perhaps for offerings?
So it just seems like a chamber for offerings, from what I can tell.
It's kind of what you get the gist of it. Seems like it was important, but you're not really sure much about it. I mean, it's a pretty old room. It's hard to speculate. There's not a lot going on besides the pillars and the walls and some dilapidated ceiling falling apart a little bit, creating rubble. Geth, are you creating your familiar here?
Sorry, did I put that in there?
You did.
No,
Okay.
yeah, not yet. Not yet. It takes an hour, so not yet.
Okay. Hold a second, my dog's barking. Think of what you're doing next.
Alright, well it seems to be just kind of a ritual, an offering area, but I can't make anything of it, so. Maybe we should head back and pick a different trail.
I feel like there should be something that we can do in this room, but maybe not.
I didn't find anything, Tetsu.
I don't
He went to go
know.
grab his dog.
It seemed important at some point, but I can't make anything of it.
Alright. What's everyone doing?
I'm waiting on my roll, my take 20.
So, you look over the room and find that besides what's already been mentioned, this does appear to be a room of importance, although what's important about it doesn't seem to be quite obvious, or perhaps not present. It's doesn't look like anyone's been here in a very long time. Kind of looks like a forgotten area, maybe an area of solace and worship, but and is pretty absent of anything important at this point.
Okay. Done in this room then. Start walking out.
What's everyone else doing?
I'm gonna go and stand by the door as well.
Okay.
We should get back to the others.
I walk down the hallway here and bump into Thander.
Dang, he's got some long movement. Like 400
Jeez Louise,
movement.
running.
Sprinting.
Thander is like halfway down the hallway. He'd probably be around this way by the time you guys heard him stumbling down the hallway, maybe.
Could we hear the like footsteps though?
Yes, he wasn't moving stealthily, and there would be light coming up from behind him. So,
But
Thander,
you-
you can see some light and hear some people moving
I
behind
can't
you.
see behind me. I can't see light.
Yeah, I actually can't do this because I don't have a torch, so I'll just slam my face into the wall.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I'm behind you.
Yeah, Scales goes.
I think it said it's supposed to shed 20 feet of bright light and 20 of dim. Or is 30 of
Yeah, so
bright
full-
and 30 of dim? I don't remember.
Right, but it stopped right there.
Yeah, that's true. So it wouldn't really peer towards where they're at.
I wouldn't see it at all. Because it goes bang.
Right. What are you guys doing then?
Do we see Thander?
Nope. You could.
If you knew it was me from my ass cheeks.
Yeah, you might
We've
see the
seen him
two
enough
individuals.
times. I feel
You'd
like we should
see
recognize.
a very short individual and a mostly naked individual going down the hallway to the southeast.
Just half
Southwest.
distance, so I can see that easily. I should be able to make out Thander's figure.
Yeah, you could.
Okay. I'll,
But do you want to take that chance?
Yep.
Well, you guys have already moved like 4 times and I haven't moved once.
I'm new to this
walk
game,
down the
man.
hallway.
If this
So,
were,
no,
if we were,
Thander, it would be your go next. B would still see you. I didn't say he was rushing up on you.
I'm still feeling down the wall.
Okay, go where you'd like to.
Whatever. Boop. 40 feet, 30 feet away.
You see deep down into a chamber that is purely dark. It seems to get a lot more narrow from here too, and a lot warmer.
It's a wall?
It's not a wall. It continues down a chasm, although it gets much more narrow and much more warm.
So does the wall stop where I'm touching right here?
There's not a wall there.
No, I mean
Continue if you'd
north
like.
of me. I'm in north of me.
North of you, correct. There's a wall. You want to
Okay,
go to the if you want to go to the west, it's considered a different area. It's not exactly canon or required, but you can go that way if you'd like.
But do I feel the wall stop? Like the one
To
that
the west. If you keep continuing off to the west, you feel that
No,
it starts
see, like
getting...
my hand is rubbing against this wall right here.
Okay, yeah.
So when I get here, do I keep feeling it if I walk
Yeah,
this
you can
way?
keep going. Yeah, you can keep going. It eventually tapers down into a complete point where there's no farther passing, though you would continue on for another 40 feet.
Alright, well, that's my move there, boom.
Okay.
Did the little guy follow me? Am I with
Yep.
him or touching
Nope,
him?
yeah, he's going right behind you with his, he has a little stick he's poking in your back.
Alright.
But he may just be happy to see you.
That's why it's on my neck.
B, you see two travelers disappear into the darkness. You're not sure who that was, but that's where you're at.
Okay. I'd like to tell the group I think I saw Thander's outline in the distance, and we should go this way.
Alright, let's go.
You guys continue down the hallway, and Still don't quite see him in the distance, B, because he's a bit ahead of you. But though you can see this pathway to the south. Which way would you guys like to go?
I'm gonna leave that up to them.
To the southeast, you see a room that kind of widens out. Something bigger, although you do see bizarre holes in the floor. Some as big as
Like a hole that was put there by a hammer, or like
no, like perhaps like a cylindric hole, almost like it was dug out.
Does the ground look sturdy?
Yeah, the ground looks sturdy.
Well,
you should notice that the chamber kind of widens out.
Well, I'm gonna try to get back together with Thander and the rest of the group, so I think I would go to the left.
Okay.
Continue following where I think he went.
Okay. You continue down the
I'm
dark
gonna text
hole.
you here.
You guys end up, if you guys continue following B, I assume you do. You guys all end up in a dead end. Eventually about another 20-30 feet down. And it tapers off into a point where the crack has been separated of the earth. Quite a bit warmer in that area though.
There's almost 100% chance that these guys were camping there to make sure they got whoever.
And Geth casts shatter on everyone in the group.
No.
Roll.
I think I have this
Save your life.
wrong. I'm trying to fix it. Hold on.
Roll to save your life.
Guess you're gonna die. Sorry, guys.
So, B, you bump into Thander, you see him, and,
Alright, I think I have all this finally. Dear God. Hello?
yes.
Everybody dead?
Yeah, I think everyone's here.
Mm-hmm. All right, so all 6 of us, or all 5 of us, end up back here.
Okay. Yes, you guys all been in back at the turn path before. Thander and Urki, I assume, would follow them back since it was a dead end.
What was in the dead end?
Nothing
It was just
but
a
a
dead end.
tapered off crevice.
A tapered off crevice.
Yeah. Crack in the area you guys are walking, it tapers off into being a point where you can't pass past it any farther.
Oh. Okay.
Alright. So, where are you guys going from here? Gales, Geth, Blade, Thander, what's the movement order here? Who's leading the way to the next area?
B is, I guess I'm behind Geth. Geth is behind B, and Blade is behind me. And I don't know where Thander is.
Thander's this side.
Thander can just fall in wherever.
Right there, barely being lit by your torch that Geth is putting a shadow on.
Alright.
So, B, you peer into this widening cavern. See that there's a chamber within here, and there seems to be some holes ranging from like 1 to 2 or 3 feet wide in diameter. One in the holes, even to the distance, even has like a glow coming out of it. Rubble and rocks and oddly shaped stones riddled throughout this area.
Whose turn is it?
It is your group's turn. Blade, Thander, Scales, and Death.
Got him. I'd like to follow B into the room.
As they file in, I'd like to warn them about the holes. I'd like to peer into one of them, the bigger one with the hole, or the light
You
flowing
look
out of it.
down into it, and it snakes down past your vision. Appears to be smoothly bored out. It goes down about 4 feet before it curves off outside of where you can see.
I'm gonna light up a torch.
Okay. You light up a torch and see a widening chamber. You also see a glow coming out of one of the holes in the distance as well. This area is still smoking with a burning scent.
Perhaps a dragon has come through here.
Perhaps. Oh. So, do we all get into this room, or...
It's up to you guys. B, are you pushing in farther? Are you guys pushing in behind? Blade, Thander, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, I mean, I'll slowly push it in further. I didn't want to just jump ahead though.
Well, I'm asking other people if they'd like to make some actions to follow up.
I'm just following. I'll make an action whenever I get to a place that I find I want to take an action.
B, you notice over here to the west a pile of jewels just sitting on the ground among the rubble. Some bright sapphires.
We're all
catch
right
your eye.
behind each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we're really close.
You have a torch, is that correct, Bet? Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Thander, are you following behind him?
I mean, I saw them walk by, so I guess.
Yeah, you notice a cache of sapphires just sitting on the floor.
Cool. How many? Bunch?
Looks like maybe 3 or 4 large sapphires.
That's a cache?
Yeah.
3 or 4?
Mm-hmm. Small cache.
Cash money.
Okay.
There's like a little satchel spilled out with them.
I ignore that and just continue moving forward.
Okay.
There are some gems over there, if someone wants to go get them.
You peer into the dark corners of this room. See more rubble and rock. Urki comes in. Blade and Thander, you guys moving in as well?
I'm just in the back.
So,
Well, did that other little guy run past me?
Yeah, he snuck.
He
He's
did.
kind of coming up into the room to look around.
Oh, well then I'd just go wherever he went.
Okay.
Do I see this hole that's lit up?
Yes.
Can I go and look at that a little bit more?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna kind of make my way over there. And
You go and peer down the 3-foot diameter wide hole. And see, it's kind of like glimmering with light. And peer down into it and see that something else is looking back up at you. Quick movement, and suddenly emerges a large creature with this ground creaking as it shuffles forward out of the hole.
do I get any reaction from anything or no?
You can move backwards or forwards or make a quick action, but as far as what you're doing, you would not know.
Okay, I
Do
would.
all of us get this?
If I see something looking back up at me, then
Mm-hmm.
if I am able to, I would like to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Yeah,
If
I
I'm
guess
able
you can
to.
cast Mage Armor on yourself very quickly.
Okay,
what
then
you do
that's what I do.
Yep.
All right. So I go back.
The out of the
Does it-
hole comes a large fire snake. It has just rippling scales and dark red and crimson colors. Heat irradiates from its body. Those nearby are immediately struck with an overwhelming sense of exhaustion from the heat.
We're rolling for initiative here, brah.
Yeah, it's gonna be initiative time.
All right. Let's see here. Initiative.
Mine is always terrible.
Dang, I got a 21.
B, Geth, Thander. You got Bet, B, you're good. Thander and Blade, you guys rolled an initiative. Go.
There, Gil.
Nothing Gil there. Yeah, let's bring it right. So, those within the proximity.
Oh god.
Geth, Scales, and B immediately take 6 damage as the creature emerges with a sort of forceful flaming blast.
All right.
Hot snakes, baby.
From what? Flame? Fire?
Just from it, yeah, the flame.
It's spicy. It's a spicy one, dude.
Oh yeah. Scales, it is your turn.
Has Blade rolled?
What? You gave me 7 damage.
How's a fire dragon? How's
You
a
have
fire
32
dragon?
HP.
It's a
6, you're right,
snake,
you're right.
bro.
No, how's a fire dragon not immune to fire?
He's
It's a
not.
little
He's not
weird.
a fire dragon, are you?
Oh, Scales
Should
isn't a fire
we?
dragon?
Are you lightning? I thought.
Oh, he's
No,
a
I'm
lightning
lightning.
dragon.
Yeah.
With all fire.
Or should we wait on Blade? Because if he rolls something higher than the.
I mean, that's nice. Is Blade not?
Well, guess he has to wait another round. He's in the back though, so
He's looking for bucks to grab back there, so
He's trying to get
He
that
misses
booty.
out on the first initiative.
Trying to sneak that booty.
Oh, go.
So I was stealth. I'm not sure if that applies anymore.
The stealth? No.
Alright, well, let me see here.
Delve into some fire.
Seems good.
Will he get opportunity of attack if I back up?
Baby.
He would have. You would have to disengage as an action.
Okay. Hmm. Let me see here. I had a spell that I saw in another D&D campaign that somebody used, and I want to see if it's the same one that I have. One ration. Alright, I'm not going to disengage, but I want to ask, is a reaction spell like does it happen before or after the target rolls to hit me?
Wait, what?
My reaction spell, does it activate before or after the enemy decides to hit me?
What kind of reaction spell are you talking about?
I have a spell called Shield. It's a reaction. It's a reaction spell. An invisible barrier of magical force appears and protects you until the start of your next turn. You have a +5 bonus to AC, including against the triggering attack, and you take no damage from magic missile.
Interesting. Okay. So I would
So
assume
yeah, it's a reaction
it would
spell,
probably
so I don't
happen
know.
before.
It would happen before. Okay.
I would assume so. Otherwise, it sounds kind of useless.
All right. That's against. Well, it says including against the triggering attack. So would an attack have to happen on me?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it would
I
happen.
guess if you're using it, unless you're casting ahead of time.
It's a
cast it
reaction,
ahead of
so
time.
I don't know.
Yeah. Then you would wait until you're being attacked to cast it.
All right, then I'm just gonna step back, like into the up here.
So you're disengaging, or you're just pulling away from it?
I'm just pulling away from it.
Okay. It goes for a reactionary attack.
Yeah. So do I wait until after it rolls, or until after, or do I roll, or do I cast
If it goes to hit you, then it would determine whether you used it. Because
Okay.
obviously, if it missed.
Then it wouldn't use.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, okay. If it's attacking you, would you want to use it or not? I guess that would be the better question.
Well, I mean, that's why I was asking if I use it
Oh, okay. You're saying
after the
before-
roll or before the
yeah.
roll, because
I would say if he rolls its attack to determine if it hits you, then it's too late. Do you guys want to play it that way? A reaction type technique should determine, like the creature. You should determine whether you want to use it before the creature attacks, because if it attacks, it's hit you. You can tell that it has the intent to attack you before you use it, but you can't tell whether whether it actually hits you or not. Because otherwise you would know. Like if it rolls and then it determines that it hits you, you're hit. It's not like, okay, now I'm gonna block it. Didn't you already activate Spell Shield?
I
Mage armor.
Mage Armor?
I activated Mage Armor, which gives me up to, I think. Let me
Like
see
2
here.
pluses in it?
Let me go find Mage Armor. You touch one creature, protective magical. The target's base AC becomes 13 plus its dexterity modifier. So it becomes 15, and then plus the 5 if I'm casting that. Like, so are we deciding on that? Because if we are, then I'm going to
Determine
just...
if you want to cast it before it attacks you. It will attack you pulling away from it. Do you want to cast it for that purpose?
Yes, I will cast it for that purpose.
Oh, Blade rolled for initiative finally.
Hey, Blade.
He rolled the same as me, so.
He's awake, dude.
Alright. So then
Alright, we got a rotation. Let's go.
Alright, then that's what I'm doing. Here, I'll just
Let's go.
I'll do it with the I'll cast it with the description just so you have it right there to read.
The triggering attack.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying.
Invisible ground. Checks you until it's time works. Which one will check you take one damage from the that isn't okay. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so like
How about this? Then okay, based off that, I'll say you can cast it after he attacks then, because that does seem like it is kind of like a reactionary.
it's kind of like counter
spell. I thought it
spell.
was more like a preparatory.
No, like that's what it said. It says including against the triggering attack.
That
So
means that 6 damage he took.
so yeah, then if no
he would have
no
a 5+ bonus to 8.
no, that was instant damage. Yeah, so then
Well,
it wouldn't cast
so
since
then it wouldn't trigger it either.
Okay, so he hits you with a 13. Do you have AC higher than that before?
no, I didn't. So it doesn't
No,
cast.
what was your AC?
It was 15 before because I have mage armor.
Okay, then yeah, you're fine.
So okay,
That's
so
a
then
12.
it doesn't cast.
Yeah, you wouldn't need to cast it.
Okay. Yeah, so that's why I posted with the
I see what you
description
mean.
and everything. Yeah, so
Gotcha.
that's why I was confused because I saw them use it that way in a
Are
campaign.
you doing
And
anything else then?
I want to. This probably won't have any extra damage, but I'm gonna try and Ray of Frost it. Let me see it. Yeah. Ray of Frost is just a straight line, right? It's not.
Uh-huh.
Catch that shit.
Alright.
Did you scoop
12.
back?
Yeah, he pulled back.
Yeah, I pulled back. Alright, 12.
The forceful action of pooping his own pants.
Does that hit?
Is it?
I believe I'm close enough.
So, 12 AC?
Yes, 12.
I thought Ray of Frost was AoE. You're right, it is a targeted spell. You shoot out the Ray of Frost, and the snake withers underneath the spell as you cast it out into the air. It avoids your attack, although it sneers back at you from your icy cold damage. That would have been a stupid strong, yeah. So in
Really?
case you're wondering, vulnerabilities do double damage.
Yeah, I was thinking, okay, fire snake. Maybe a cold type spell would do more damage.
Yeah, because
So.
resistance is half.
Now he's
Yeah.
gonna target you though.
Alright, it is now Blade's turn.
Do I have a clear shot?
Gets
Geth
in your
is
way.
standing directly in front
So
of
is that little boy.
you. Well, mainly Geth.
Shoot me in the head, dude.
Mistake. I
You
want
can
you
do
to
it.
hit me.
Didn't he get 2 zeros in a row?
Is
I should be fine, actually. Yeah, go ahead and do it.
He got all of his ones out of the way.
Yeah, he got them all out of the way. He shouldn't have any more left in him.
Hopefully.
Yeah, 100% fine. 100%
There you go,
Yeah.
Blade. There you go.
and that's still. Wait. That's still stealth.
Hmm?
That was my.
Matt.
He said he's still stealth.
Yeah, it was my first attack of under stealth.
Okay, so you do additional damage.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for, make sure it's right. 2d6 of damage.
Go ahead and roll it.
Extra damage.
Nice.
You shoot a deadly arrow at the slithering snake, and it smacks into its thick scales. Although it barely twitches at the blow, and the arrow sets on fire as it enters it, and quickly burns up.
Well, that's not good.
Great.
I guess I'm gonna have to use some swords next time.
Snaky boy's turn.
Wait, no, he didn't.
You're gonna
name
get
it,
close
right?
enough to use swords on it, huh?
Hashtag snake boys.
Tetsu, did you say it? You said it was a deadly arrow,
Mhm.
and the arrow burned
It was
up
a
before it
deadly
got
shot.
to it.
Yeah,
It
it
was a deadly
was
shot.
a deadly shot. It
but,
hit him. It just.
strongly influenced by the shot.
So the bow.
It's
did
just a
not do-
strong target.
The arrow didn't do anything, is what I'm saying.
No, it did.
No, it did hit it.
It
It just.
pierced it, but it burned up as it was pierced. Okay. I got
No,
you.
it burned up shortly after. So the
Oh,
arrow
I
was
gotcha. Okay.
He,
All right.
he just it's just a strong
either that's
opponent,
such
so
a
it
strong
didn't.
Or the things entering within his area immediately dissolve into fire.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's so hot that like it burned up the arrow that was punctured inside of him.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I'm eating a heck of a lot of pistachios. So the snake turns its attention to B, and
Some bullshit.
actually, just kidding. The snake turns its attention to Geth.
What?
And lunges forward with its snapping jowls and attacks at the lone warlock of Gunda.
That's some BS. Just saying.
With a
Got
critical
lucky there.
fail,
What would that have?
the
That was a
snake,
one.
The snake flies forward and snaps into the ground just below your feet as you pull away. In fact, it's left itself open for an opportunity of reaction.
From.
For me?
Yes.
Yeah, boy. Easy, Kapka.
Do something, baby. Make me proud.
Wait, where the hell's it at? What the fuck?
$16. That's definitely gotta hit, and it's gotta hurt as well.
You cast a spell on it, huh?
Are you doing target or AoE?
Yeah. This is 10-foot radius, and the snake's right next to me, right? I mean, if I like literally just missed it.
No, but that's a AoE.
It's a 10-foot
though, right?
radius,
That
so
is a 10-foot radius around me.
with 10-foot radius around you. Okay, yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, you guys are all outside the radius.
What about Urki? What about Urki Timbers?
We're
I think Urki would be out of
No,
it.
He's fine.
It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, it's
right on the edge. It doesn't like the spell doesn't do damage to my teammates. It will break everything in the surrounding though. Like anything
Okay.
that's a non-magical item that's next to me will like
Do you
disintegrate.
know the description of the spell?
Yeah.
Read it.
Here, I have it as well. I can just.
Read it.
Oh, that's me too, buddy. Fuck. Dang.
Each creature in a 10-foot radius.
Okay. I thought it. Well,
Consultation.
yeah.
Each creature, so that also mean.
I mean, I think Blaine's outside that too, isn't he? Like it should
Yeah,
just
he
be me and the
is.
snake. So.
It is. Yeah, but Constitution save. Wait, hold up. A Constitution save is an AC. Why'd you guys put AC on it?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't have.
Oops.
I don't have mine on AC.
They roll it. They roll for damage if they fail. You don't roll for damage at all on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they roll for
You fa-
half damage. They still take
No,
that.
full-
Yeah, he takes half as much damage
Yeah,
on a
yeah.
fail
So
save,
they
so
go-
he would take. What, like 7 damage?
No,
What's
but
the thing that they have to go against, like your Constitution? save?
Constitution.
What is your? Yeah, that's the thing is I need to see what your Constitution save against is.
yeah, what's your Constitution number?
Threshold, yeah.
I mean, like for me?
Yeah,
Mhm.
tell us
Yes,
what
for
your
you.
Constitution is.
Well, like what your spell creates a difficulty for somebody to
Okay.
resist it.
Yeah, I mean, mine is 14 with a 2 modifier, so 16, I guess.
There you go.
For instance,
So
my
they gotta-
spell save DC is at 12.
Yeah, DC is your spell save DC. So what was it, Paul?
14? 16? 16 with the mod. Well, so I don't need to change on here?
It instead of attack, it's actually the spell save.
So
Yeah,
you
it should
go
say attack.
under. So you
Warlock
go under
spell.
saving throw. You click save, and then you select your save DC, which would be like which would be your
DC.
warlock, and
Okay,
then
and then on a successful save, half.
yeah, and
The,
then your saving stat is Constitution.
Okay, I got it.
The earth
Now try it.
erupts in a
Or whatever it is.
insane amount of shudder and shake, and a noise shatters throughout the area surrounding you, and the snake recoils in absolute pain, withers and reels at it. But in this reaction, it whips out, slinging its tail at B.
Some bullshit.
You were the one supposed to get attacked in the first place.
He
The
got
tail
a
slaps hard
nat
against
one on
his
that.
chest, hitting him for nearly fatal damage.
Damn.
Jesus Christ. Did
Also
it at
known
least
as
knock
6.
me away from him?
Smacking you in the chest hard, knocking you back.
Wait, I thought you said nearly fatal. That's not
Yeah,
nearly
it just made out that.
fatal.
However, it also catches your shoulder pad on fire.
take fatal damage now.
Son, die.
It's all good, man. I'm the tank. It's all...
Thander, it is your go.
Well.
All right, I'm gonna grab a drink. It shouldn't be my turn by the time I get back.
Microphone muted.
We'll see about that.
Tender.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and... Oh, wait. Don't I still have, I have level 1. I still have... Or wait, we did a long rest, right?
Yes.
Right, but I still have level 1 of fatigue.
Yes, correct. You still have a level 1 fatigue.
Where am I writing that down at?
I'm writing it down. You should also be writing it down.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering where.
I have a document that says your fatigue.
Yeah, but I got rid of one level of it. I got rid of one level
Yes,
of it. But...
disadvantage on ability checks, bitch.
If only
Yeah.
there was a calculator that could do something like
Microphone activated.
There is.
Oh no, there's not because each level has a different
Speed
minus to
half,
me.
disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws, hit point maximum half, speed reduced to 0, dead.
Yeah.
Easy.
Alright, well, I'm not frenzying anyways. I am going to recklessly attack this fool. In a Xenia Warrior style.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm about off the air.
Don't fall in the hole.
So I'm just gonna gonna go ahead and give the old 1-2 run jump. Come down on that birch with my blade. Double handing, double fisting that beast. It's a great sword.
That's a
Yes.
decent sword.
That's a great one.
Oh, sorry.
That's a great one.
Microphone muted.
Alright, you lunge forward with a great attack from your great sword. You don't have any plus to hits, do you?
Probably not.
No.
But I
You
mean,
s-
unless because he crit failed twice, I have advantage to hit him.
No.
But
You swing your mighty blade
I
at
just
it,
remembered.
at the
Okay.
snakely figure, but it reels away from you. In doing so, slicing at the creature, the heat almost overwhelms you, and begins to give you a minor stroke of pain.
Just a minor stroke. A little baby stroke.
Oh my god.
Ah! Just being within the presence of the beast creates great discomfort and dismay.
Apparently the only thing you can roll a crit on is damage.
Death, you must save us!
Well, this was a terrible idea.
Just don't use an AoE spell, buddy.
No, dude, it'll be fine.
He's the only dragon that never talks to dragon.
I thought it was a snake.
It's in the same vein.
Is it? Snakes and dragons.
So, what about fire damage on a fire type creature?
You're just gonna make him stronger.
Probably not gonna work very well, Paul.
Probably have
That's why
It's gonna
resistance.
be a problem then, guys.
Well, then
What if-
hit him with
what
your
if I-
staff or something.
If I throw more fire in that fire, would that put that out?
It would have resistance, which means it would take half
Would
damage.
like to
would
cast
take half.
Agonizing Blast at the face of the beast.
It would
Isn't
take
agonizing
half, I
blast a fire spell?
It's actually a force damage type
Oh,
spell.
nice.
Nice.
You
Slam him into the wall
forward
and he
the
ricochets and hits
agonizing
me again.
blast. The creature is in great agony. No. You smack forward the
Who's
agonizing
letting
blast.
Meepo
The
narrate?
creature is unable to escape its enveloping pulse as it smacks forward and snaps the creature's neck. It fizzles out and its flame becomes no more. The creature perishes in its own cinders and melts into a shatter of snake bones.
Do I have an action?
I guess, yeah.
I'd like to run up and grab the snake and like toss it around Dander's neck.
Go ahead and roll an athletics because that's a heavy snake.
Yes. It is most
Hang on,
definitely
hang
gonna
on.
have
I
snake.
did a quick urination on the snake before you did that.
No, you did not.
That's not true.
It's not true. You attempt to grab the snake and whip it around, but are unable to, and you slightly sprain your wrist, even attempting so.
Boo.
Snake is much heavier than he gave it credit for, and probably about 10 feet long.
This snake's a bitch. That's scary.
Alright, I'm gonna urinate on it.
It is now B's turn.
Oh wait, it's not over yet? What the fuck?
It is.
Thought it was over.
It's B's turn though. He's on fire.
It's still
I think
Beast's
he would
turn and
want
he's
to be
on.
the one
He's
to act
pretty.
next.
Yeah.
Plus, based on turns, he is the one that's next.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds myself.
I'm a beat. Oh, blah, 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 blah.
Go ahead and cure them wounds, boy, baby boy, baby boy. Boy, 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 boy.
Wait, did we just find out he's never handled a snake that big, so he couldn't wrestle it?
You're still on fire, though your wounds have been cured.
Oh, I'm literally on fire.
You
I
have
thought you
your
said my
shoulder
shoulder. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I can
That's
cut
you.
that shit out, man. Yeah.
Listen, are you
Smack
naked?
it out. Go ahead.
Okay,
and
I'll
give
Burn
me-
it, bro.
smack it
Or
out.
you're
Okay, you
burning.
don't need to use a roll for that. You smack out the fire.
I'm going to just
Sounds like
grab
he
the
needs to roll for
tail.
it.
I'm gonna grab the tail of the snake and grip right above it and kind of squeeze it back like a tube of toothpaste to try to put some of that snake lube on bees burn. Some
Doesn't all of the
snaky.
snake burn out?
It's
It's
bone.
Snake
skeleton?
lube.
The snake is a skeleton now. Some skin sears off.
All right, so I'm gonna stroke this bone and see how much burn cream I can get on Bee's shoulder.
Golly. Golly. Urki comes up and looks it over and goes,
Wow, that's quite the beast. I'm gonna sit down.
Thanks for the help, buddy.
he gives you a nod.
Always to your service, whatever your name, good day.
Okay. Is there any valuable thing we can get off the snake? Like, the scales are valuable, maybe? Or
There's bones.
snake bones?
Or some
Snakes
bones.
don't have bones,
Yeah, there's quite a
bro.
bit of snake bone.
I was trying to give
There's
Thander
a
a
satchel of
necklace. You know?
sapphires.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was. That was what I was gonna check. I was gonna see if it was still there, and if it was, I was gonna
It is
pick
still
them
there.
up.
Would you like to pick up the sapphires?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up
Are
the
you sure
sapphires
the?
in this.
Are you sure the? Hold on. The shatter didn't destroy the sapphires.
10-foot
Yes,
radius.
I am. They're too far away.
Okay.
I take the sapphires.
It's actually Scale's turn.
I'm
There's
gonna
no turn.
pick up
Douchery
this.
now.
I just
Alright,
pick up
so
the
I did that
sapphires in the
three
satchel, and I just
splash
kind of.
damage to his shoulder.
You guys make me have to do turns, Blade. I don't want
Yeah.
it.
I
Yeah, we
think
gotta do
more
turns.
specifically, it's Blade that makes you do turns.
Because he wants to just, he's like, characters over here. I was like, I was just like sitting there having a conversation that took less than 5 seconds. Yeah,
he's just
we're
like,
just-
he's just like, let's go.
yeah, I have to do turns and stuff. You guys jump ahead and want to do things that I can't always tell
I
you.
don't normally try to. I try to.
But you gotta
give it a
survive in
realistic-
these brutal woods.
Alright, so what's the
Anyways.
status on
Alright,
this bone
well-
rub, 3 splash damage?
What are you doing, bone rub?
Yeah.
Rub the heck out of those bones.
It's not your
Pretty
turn,
impressive,
Xander.
smooth.
Wait your
I
turn.
did three splash damage. I told you I was doing it. I want to rub the cream.
How-
turn the bone.
Rub it on, dude.
Alright, well,
Okay,
How
pick up
big
the
is the
sapphires.
satchel? Yeah, how big is the satchel? Just
It's just like you pick up 3 sapphires of decent size.
okay. I just want to put them in the satchel, and then I just want to
Okay.
wear the satchel.
if you need to hang them from my bone, go ahead.
Blade, now it is your turn. The bones are still on the ground. Nobody.
No, I didn't. Kept those for my own face.
Like,
Roll
you're not gonna get
a
any marrow
dexterity, Blade. Save or dex save.
Microphone muted.
Oh, nice.
You course across the wall, kind of bumping into it, into the darkness.
Dense darkness. Plus, he's wearing sunglasses. So that's gotta be.
Yeah, there's gotta be something.
Don't be jelly.
I
Well, I guess
I'm
we
not-
should get going.
Good battle. Good
Wait,
The
did
idiot's
little
on the
mini-
way out.
Did the little guy leave? Oh no, there he is.
Turkey?
He's
No,
sitting
so-
down on the rock over there, isn't he?
I'd,
There's
I'm gonna collect some bones once it's my
a big bag of bones.
Hot biggity beak.
So wait, is the
As
guy
much
that's
as,
carrying around, what's his name? Where are they at?
They're
We don't
still
know.
up in that other
They're
room.
at the top, just chilling out.
Well, we think they're.
They're having a wheelbarrow
Last time
races.
you
There
checked.
might be.
Shouldn't they just
They get
be
them
lit
bone.
up because they're there?
Yeah, but why would you know it's there?
They might have walked away.
Well, if they move, then they're
Uh-huh.
moving.
Yeah.
But not necessarily anybody knows, but we can at least
Why would you be able to know
see
where
it
they
on the
went?
screen.
Why would you know that? This isn't a video game, Gil. This is a role-playing game.
I'm trying to treat this like real life, and you're not letting me do it.
That's not real life.
Seeing through walls?
Yeah.
You got them X-ray
I
hacks.
do everything top down, she said.
Oh, that was bad.
Did I get them bones?
Yeah, you can grab some bones. How many? It's a huge,
Some?
huge creature. Yeah.
How big
I
was that
want
thing?
I
I
want
didn't even
all
know.
the bones.
There's like 11 feet long.
Okay.
Do I need to do a survival roll to see how many bones I can carry?
Yes.
By the
Fuck.
way, everyone
take the
gets 40
fangs, bro.
experience.
Fangs.
Okay,
Nice.
well, I'm gonna add that.
Fangs. Take the fangs.
Alright, I'm gonna add that.
40 experience, everybody.
He said it once.
There you go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Jeez Louise. Alright, also the bones you're able to, I mean, it's probably around 200 pounds of bones.
Yeah, I
Jeez.
want as much as I can carry. And I'm
Going
gonna
on.
carry it.
You can probably carry about 40 pounds of bones.
I'm gonna carry 40 pounds of bone.
Are you grabbing the head or are you just grabbing just random snake part?
Actually, yeah, you're right. I'll take the head over. I'd prioritize
telling you, the
head. And the
fangs, bro, the
fangs,
fangs.
yes. Sanders
Okay, so
is
that is
yelling
that
fangs,
is-
so I'll
you
grab.
pretty much just grab the head then, because that's the heaviest part.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna grab the
Dude,
head.
you can make
How
that
big
to
is
a
that?
badass shield
It's
or a helmet.
it is about
That would be
the
pretty
size-
sick.
Bigger than the size of your head, although you could probably wear it like a helmet if you wanted to.
Oh, nice. So, I'm gonna start traveling out of the room with Blade. That's my next action.
Okay.
Whatever.
Goodbye.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
All right, you guys all carrying on then?
Yeah,
Yes,
I'll
I
just
would
be
like to leave this
following
room.
kind of more towards the back of everybody
Alright.
on the way out.
Who's moving forward here? Who's leading the pack? Because right now, I guess whoever's leading the pack, go ahead. But the light is being carried by Scales and
I have a
Geth,
torch
believe.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, B can see, but the other people in the front cannot.
Gil's just wandering into the dark. Acid
Gales
Gil.
is going to lead the pack. Gales is going to make the next decision on this next adventure.
I am.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, then. So, I'm leading, then. If that's the case, then I'm gonna go up this way.
Your light shines forward. You burn into the darkness.
Should we not check out this other tunnel, gentlemen?
That we did, that was a dead end. We walked
Which one?
down there and. We walked down there, there was a dead end, and so we came back and
Oh.
went down the
Alright.
south. You might have
Sit
been
down again,
more.
Paul.
You might been
Yeah,
you
Paul,
might have
what you
been
gotta
still
get?
focused on your spells, getting all your spells sorted.
Maybe. Maybe.
Matty Matt. But you
Who's
guys
going
going
back
back
to
the way you came?
We've already
Hey.
been there, Lane.
There
Where
was
you
the
going?
room with
Well,
the dragon altar,
fuck
which I
you,
feel like we should have
Donald
done
Donuts.
something with that, but I don't know, we didn't, so.
I'm going to the.
I mean, we kind of checked it out, and we couldn't really figure out too much.
Cause you had to put the Skull of Slain one on it.
I'm putting the skull into the.
All right, let them do
What a
their thing. I'm
smart
gonna add my
guy.
XP. Well, how much XP was it? 40.
40.
40. Okay.
You put the
Each.
skull of the snake into the bull, and the bull shudders for a second. But that's mainly because the bones fell apart into the bull. The room is eerily quiet.
Nothing happens. You can just tell me nothing happens.
Well, I'm glad we had this very quiet.
Okay. Well, it was a waste. I guess I'll start to
All of a sudden,
make my way. Well, God.
you realize nothing happened.
Really built that one up, I like it.
Matt. Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, can you move me with the little midget man for a second? I gotta go change my laundry over.
This isn't automation.
Just move
Well-
me and the midget man. That's all I ask.
Just move me in the midget.
Come.
My
Put
My-
me inside of his pocket. Turn
My
around
game
and make it
my
pop
game
and
just
lock it.
reset for some reason. I'll be back in just a second.
Alright. Yeah, are you coming down there to hang out with him?
I mean, I just don't know what to do, honestly.
Put your hand up your butt and feel in that.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow B into the room.
What's going on? He says.
What are you doing in here? Are you
Alright, well,
be alone?
This is the
Is
perfect
anybody
time
here?
for you to slip a roofie.
I'm, I want to go up to where Meepo is and see if they're still up there.
Okay, straight up then, right?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You'll see the door is already open.
Alright, I'm gonna peek in just a little bit.
You peek into the room. How was it 40 foot?
Yeah.
But you said it was distances were half.
No, this is
No,
actual.
this is
That's
actual.
correct now. I think Mac fixed it.
Oh, okay.
No, it was just that previous map that was that way.
Oh,
Correct.
okay. Makes sense.
Okay, I'm gonna step a little.
Blade, where do you go?
I'm just gonna chill out right here.
I'm making my way out of the dragon room.
Geth, are you following?
After slapping Death on the
so
butt.
I have some pieces of wood in my inventory.
Okay.
And this tray is kind of like a metal dish, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
Well, I'd like to go ahead and light a fire in here then and summon my familiar.
Okay. Go ahead and you begin that process.
Alright, I'm gonna go a little bit more into the room. I'm gonna kind of go around the edge.
He's an edgelord, I knew it.
And look for Meepo for a little bit.
Good plan.
Good plan. You peer into the room of fauna and flora. And see a lot of what you saw before. But you don't see Meepo or his companion.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to this path up here and see if I see him a little bit farther.
You peer up into the northern hunting cavern. You see what looks to be a lived-in abode by a very wilderness-type individual. Seems to be well lived in and not well cleaned.
Alright, I head back down then. You can go over other people's stuff while I'm on my way back down.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue moving to this other
Okay, you move
pathway
off
I'm
to the east.
taking. I can't see, dude. I should be able to see 60 feet. Yeah.
Fall up into the
Alright.
darkness.
Just gonna travel
Blade
this path
roll
for a little.
Blade roll a perception. You follow along the soft footsteps of B as he moves through the tunnel. Unable to see anything yourself. You softly chew on crunchy things. B returns to the group.
You mean scales?
Yeah, well, sorry. And Thander, I assume, is just going to follow. So,
Yeah.
B, are you going up with the rest of the group to the east?
Yeah, I'm following along this path. Cautiously. Is this a room up ahead?
The tunnel gets quite narrow from here, but you find yourself in
I'd like to do something.
a small room here.
This is just the entrance back to where all the goblins were.
Okay.
I'd like to use this.
Set up.
What is this you cast? One ranger spell slot to focus your awareness on the region around you for 1 minute per level of your spell. You sense whether the following types of creatures are present within a mile.
What kind of slot did you use?
It was just one of
It's
his
not a spell
slots.
slot. It's just a class ability.
Undead.
So
It says you for 1 minute per level of spell slot you expend. So you'd have to expend one.
Oh,
a
I
spell
have
slot.
to expend a spell slot.
Yeah.
yeah.
As in, I would have to. So I already expended one for my cure wound.
Yeah.
So
So
then
you'd have
this
to
would be
spend
the other
another
spell
one.
slot.
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
You do sense.
I'll do 1 minute.
You do sense quite a few creatures. I wonder if it tells you what type of creatures you sense, or is it whether you
Yeah,
just sense them?
yeah.
You do sense
Well-
some various creatures. Undead.
No, yeah, it has to be on that list.
Yeah. So would it?
Yeah,
would
as
it,
long
would
as
it
it's one of
determine
these.
what he senses though?
No, it just doesn't reveal the location or how many.
So it tells you what it is.
It tells you that
So
yeah
you
what's around.
sense- You sense some elemental aberrations. You sense undead. You sense something much, much more sinister. Almost like a fiend, but not quite a demon. You sense Meepo as well.
He goes like
Alright.
that.
So
You see the door above you, B, is partially opened.
Okay, this is that other room. Alright, I'd like to fully open. And lock. Hey, you never told us, what is this black thing in the middle? It's just.
A large
Something red.
cauldron.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna let other people go, but before that, I'm gonna hit this.
Paul, how much
Stealth.
HP? You should have an HP increase as well, Beth.
Oh, you're right.
Add a temporary HP increase.
Yeah, hold up. You are
Hold
correct.
up, wait a minute. We put some health up on it.
Yeah, charisma modifier plus your level.
So 3 plus your charisma modifier.
4
Four?
plus 3 is 7. Yeah, I'll put it in temp HP.
7 HP.
Does that show up on my health bar? Stuff that's in temp
Yes.
HP?
Yep.
Okay.
You should, anyways. What does your temp HP include?
So, well, just 7 right now.
Excuse me.
Your mom?
HP. Let me see. See, I have it set to HP, and that does work, but doesn't seem to be including the temp HP. So
Yeah,
7.
that's what
So
I was
30.
wondering. Cause see, it
Just let me
sucks
know
'cause,
whenever. There you go.
like, put it in the other one, because then it's like,
It does work, and it does auto-calculate your normal HP, but yeah, it doesn't take into account the temp HP for that particular bar. At least I don't know how to set up the macro. There's a way to set up a macro that does it.
okay.
I just don't know what it is.
Fair enough.
Because there's like, you can do EXP bars, you can do HP bars, there's so many different types of bars you can set up, and you can set up notes, macros, GM stuff, all that kind of stuff. I just don't know. There's even one for age. Like, what the hell's wrong with you?
This is too complicated.
Alright,
I can't do
well,
this.
everybody that is around me,
Everybody.
Yeah.
I tell everybody that
Rock your body.
Meepo is
Yeah.
Meepo's not in the room we left him in. So
I'm gonna check out what's in this room.
You peer into the partially open door. And you see Meepo and his companion looking over some weapons.
Well, look at that.
well, there's Meepo. So
Meepo goes and turns and sees you peeking through the door. He runs out at you and waves you to come on in.
Is this a door?
This room, it contains many extra weapons storages, including many battered scimitars, short bows, and at least 40 arrows. This door to your east is shut.
Is it locked?
It is not locked.
Alright. I'm gonna crack a peek at it. Use my mirror.
You peer into the darkness. See another chamber with another door. Scales, Thander, B, what are you guys doing? Thander, you coming up on behind?
Yeah, I'm just following up there to where, however far I can walk.
I'll go in the room with Meepo and wait in there for everybody.
Okay, I guess
Okay.
we're moving this way then, north.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I'll follow them into the stealthily. Nobody sees me.
Who's
Sit
leading
behind
into
me.
the next area?
I'm gonna open the door and do the same thing in the next door.
I'll go behind Blade so that he has some light.
You peer into this open chamber, which seems like a wide corridor with a high ceiling. Clumps of flagstone on the floor and growing fungus litter throughout the area. You see carvings also throughout the area, depicting of dragons in various stages of raining fire down upon terrified people in small sculptures. Soil and compost cover part of the chamber's floor, which you see
in the-
small plants growing upon.
In the middle?
In the middle is a pool of greenish blue water.
Alright. I'm gonna get behind this, open the door, go inside, get behind this plant.
Okay.
This area
See?
is also dimly lit by torches in the corners.
It's lit, fam.
It's fam lit.
Yeah.
Everybody. What's everyone doing here, guys?
I'm gonna do the same thing with this door.
Slow stroking.
I'll go into the room with Blade and
You peep into the next hallway and seeing more plants of fungal growing in the northern hallway. B, you notice down the hallway what appears to be a large bugbear traveling on patrol to the south.
Get back, you fools. Take cover
I,
so we can surprise attack.
I alert Scales and Blade that there is an enemy, and I'd like to cast Hunt.
Are we attacking at the same time?
Are these tall bushes or big bushes or what are these?
No, they're not even bushes. They're just like groupings of fungus, not even 2 feet tall.
Are we attacking at
All
the
of them?
same time?
Yeah, all of them. There's a couple statues out there, like these ones right here are statues, but they're not like of significant hiding.
Are we attacking at the same time, or?
I mean, we can.
I'll draw my bow and aim an arrow.
Alright then,
I'm ready.
I guess on 3.
Alright.
1.
1, 2, 3. I have Hunter's Mark, so I get an additional 1d6. That's some bullshit.
Correct. Yeah.
You all strike at once. Firebolt does miss.
Yeah, I figured.
The rest of the attack. Oh, actually, would it miss if you have advantage from stealth? You have advantage
Isn't
from
this a surprise
stealth, though.
attack?
Yeah, it would be in a.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true. That is true. Okay. So you pelt him with several arrows, hitting him in the throat and the neck, and the fireball hits him in the chest. All damages combined create an overwhelming strike that knocks the bugbear to the ground, unconscious.
Nice.
Dead.
How much XP for that?
We get XP.
Wrong with
Somebody
this guy.
has a problem.
How much XP? How much XP?
66.
For each?
Just for me, Scales.
Wow.
While that's happening, the door opens from the north, next to Thander,
how many?
and a bugbear comes up from right next to him, catching each other on by surprise. Thander, how do you react?
Wait, I'm surprised?
Both of you are kind of like not off guard, just like, oh. But you get to go first because of initiative.
Well, I didn't even roll.
It's running off your old rolls. I still have the all-in calculation.
Oh, okay. Alright. Well, let me... A bugbear, huh? Is he wearing... Is he naked? Is he wearing armor?
What's
Armor.
a bugbear? First,
What does a bugbear look like?
Should I Google?
Looks like a mix between Bigfoot and an orc.
Okay.
Is it an orc? 'Cause I have a thing.
No.
The bugbear.
Man, I picked the wrong favorite eminent.
I just posted in there. Click on that thing and you'll see what a bunch of bugbears look like, and you'll pretty much immediately know what I'm talking about. You're like, oh, that's a pretty damn good explanation.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, it's basically an orc. Then.
Yeah.
It's not exactly an orc at all. In fact, it's
Fair
maybe
enough.
closer to like hobgoblins.
Alright, well, I'm glad it's an orc. Settled that.
It's an orc.
Oh, look at them. Look at that. Look at the.
Got him.
I'm looking at the female.
I knew exactly.
Bugbears are closer to a
That
goblin
one's
than
wearing.
anything.
That one. I'm looking at one wearing sandals and sunglasses. Is that the one I'm fighting?
Yeah. In
Hold
most
on,
cases,
I'm
they
trying to
don't even
find the one
speak
you're looking
Orcish.
for.
So, anyways, is this guy wearing armor or what?
Yes, he has some armor on. Looks like hide armor.
All right.
Oh wait, wouldn't the turn order start over with the original turn order? Since it's a new fight.
You're
Do
right,
Blade,
Blade.
me, and
You
Scales,
don't
and
get to
I,
go
do we
for
all
5
see the
more
bug?
turns. Tell me how to do my job again, asshole.
Gladly.
Wow,
Dang.
those are some interesting numbers.
That's
Okay.
called. That's called a get.
But you're not using rage, correct?
Nope.
So you just whip out and just smack the heck out of this creature with your great sword, knocking it back, and slicing off its right arm and cutting through its chest. Falls
How much
back
XP?
and winces in great pain. It's not dead.
His arm was chopped off.
Yeah, it's true. Urki
If my
jumps
arm
up
was chopped
and
off, I'd
smacks
be-
at him
I'd be-
with his club.
You wouldn't be dead though.
I wouldn't be dead, but I'd be done.
Yeah, he might be done, but that doesn't mean he's dead. He doesn't get to just tap out and be like, guys, you don't get to hit me anymore.
Whoa.
Urki goes
That's
and
how
hits
X-
him over the head with his club. And the creature reels in dizziness. Yeah, yep, your turn. What?
Alright.
Blade pierces an arrow directly through his eye socket. The creature moves no more. $66 experience each. No, 80 experience each.
8-0?
8-0 for Blade and Thander only.
What did we get from that one down here? All again?
66.
66.
66, okay. Let's see here.
Well, the people that are up here got 66.
Busy, alone in
Paul's
the
about
dark.
to complete his task.
Yeah, I'm busy, guys. I almost got it.
Hey, it's gonna be a heavy duty. Speaking of which, it's 11:20. I think we're about to call it for now.
Ooh.
You guys are nearing the end of this campaign.
And we haven't figured out anything.
Yeah, we had no
No,
nothing.
we haven't, but things happen near the end. That's what you're gonna do.
We're just gonna go on. We're gonna have one. The final session is just gonna be a really, really long one.
Yeah,
That's
it's gonna be
normal.
heck
That's
of-
normally what. That's normally what happens. The last one is always insanely long.
I'm gonna bust out this bad boy on you guys.
This is what we hear when we walk into the barracks.
This is from the NES game?
This is from Wolfenstein.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, it is. No, I thought it was from North and South for a minute.
Oh yeah, that is kind of like North and South.
I should play the loose
Okay,
waffle.
so we're gonna take a long rest.
I mean, I
I
don't.
was gonna go jack off to the break.
I'm almost done, dude.
Wait, how much
It's gonna be so
longer
worth
does
it.
Paul have to finish what he's doing so he can come up here?
I mean, I feel like this should be done by now, right? Or,
He
like,
has
pretty
no idea
close,
where we're
but-
at, too, by the way.
Well, B, why don't you go down and get him?
He don't know where he at either.
He was
Sick.
where he left him.
We all we kind of know where he. Well, I don't really know where he went, but I think B knows that he went down though.
No, B knows that he stayed there doing something. Lame-o.
Anyways,
All right, do we
That's where
want to
you guys
let Gith do his thing for a bit? Because we never really.
Geth.
Yeah.
Geth is finishing his ritual,
Oh, okay.
which takes an hour.
Ritual
You guys think it took you an hour to walk through 3 rooms?
No, I didn't realize he was doing that.
Okay, well.
I thought it was I thought I was going down
They're
there and
taking
lighting a
rest. Are you guys
fire
taking
on
a rest?
a.
Is that correct? Or no?
Short.
A short rest. So if you take a short rest, then go ahead and roll your heal dice.
Okay, which is that? What do I do for that?
Don't even ask me that question.
Just a hit die.
Yeah, the hit die.
Wait, we're just taking a short?
Yeah.
What's
Short.
the point in
I
that?
don't see.
The heal
I
up,
don't think we need a
Heals.
long.
and they'll also restore some spells.
A short rest is a full rest for.
Well, yeah,
myself,
for
so-
him it's like a full rest, but for us a short rest would be fine.
There you go.
You don't
So-
know, I'm so fatigued.
You know who I am.
Which.
You can't
Wow.
tell me what to do, Dad.
All right. Well.
My family.
Okay. Well, I got 5 HP back
Boom. 5 HP.
Alright,
from the short rest.
That
So
helps
I'm at
him. That helps him. That's not a bad deal.
I'm at
It's almost
16.
full HP.
Yeah, I'm at 16. I'm 1 hit point down, which is not terrible. I'm still at 16.
B, what are
so.
you gonna do? You gonna do a quick little baby rest?
Well,
Yeah,
for
I'll-
taking
I'll
a
do
short
baby
rest, so
but
it's
that's-
4 hours
that's
for
a
us.
That's a long rest for.
But that's a
2
long
hours.
rest.
2 hours for B, because he gets.
Well,
halvesies.
yeah, 2 hours for a short rest, but he's gonna do a long rest because he has the halve.
I don't
So he
know
can just
long
do
rest.
4.
I mean, I won't do a long rest. Whatever. Here, boom.
Boom.
Dang, nice.
All my health back. Perfect roll every time.
Well,
Yeah, we all had a.
Easy kappa.
It's just a kappa.
Blade, your hit dice rolls suck.
Alright, then Paul finishes
Wow.
his thing. I'm gonna say that he's fully HP'd up too. From that process. Princess! And you also get your minion. Which I don't know what your minion is.
It's a fiend.
Yeah, but what type? You have to
It's a
pick one.
raven, bro.
A raven, but actually a
Like a flying, like a bird.
I got him covered, guys.
He chose the stats of a raven, but it can't look like a raven.
Paul summoned his ultimate ally. And also his true friend.
Io?
Dumpster.
Beelzebub?
What do you think of that, Paul? What do you like that? You like that?
Why is that even
Wait,
What the
what?
fuck is that?
a thing?
Wait, what?
Scroll
What
down.
would you ever use that for? I don't understand.
Where?
Garbage
What do you-
Scroll down to where
Here's
Geth
the
is.
box over. Here's
Box.
it standing up. If you want it standing up, there's the standing up version. You can cart it around.
Okay, only if
Picks
it
up,
can
it
fly.
picks up on every Friday at 8 a.m. Make sure it's by the side of the road. If somebody cuts out its entrails, it's kind of like that.
Mr. Garbage Can over here.
The entire
amazing.
room just surrounded by modern garbage and
Oh my
recycle
God.
bins.
It's because
He's just sitting there with
you can
a
play, you can
Nintendo
play
console.
Shadowrunner and stuff on this.
Yeah, it's actually kind of.
okay.
Yeah. No, it's actually funny because in the last game there was a really unique character that was made for something, but you guys never actually got to see it. Let me
Do
see
what?
If I can pull it up. Yeah, there's like I made a really weird character. I found it and I thought it was the funniest thing ever, so I put it in there. I thought I was gonna bust it out during a funny session, but I never ended up actually using it. Let me see if I can find it.
Sneak through the door, fall down a hole. That's how.
Here
we
it
do
is. Let me see. I'm gonna put it up where the main group's at right now. I'm gonna post this guy. Found this dude. Let's
What's
see.
all that stuff on the ground, by the way? All that new stuff.
That was from the previous room.
Here he is. He's in that room that you guys were just in. Found that guy.
What the hell?
Couldn't make 'em
I wanted to
small.
bust him out, but I couldn't find a good use for him.
You look up in
The
in like the
guitar
queen's
playing
room.
prophet.
You look up in the kobold queen's room, and it's just that painting on the ceiling.
He's just up there.
All right.
So we're thinking the next session is going to be the last.
Not necessarily.
Maybe
You guys
not.
can be pretty terrible. Just think about how bad you could be.
Wait, so are
Well,
we're planning on doing it when, this 22nd?
Paul, you got your
What's up?
call.
Cacao, there he is.
Wait, where? Let me see.
So are we planning on doing
Wait,
the next
how-
session
how's
the
it a
22nd?
It can't be a beast.
It takes the form of an animal.
Oh my
You choose a
gosh.
creature you can see within range. Wait, hold on, that's not it.
No, it doesn't.
And it's controlled by none other than Paul. And you also can show its nameplate, Paul.
Nice.
There you go. Alright, I'm gonna go bathroom.
Fine.
There it is, sir.
There, what
Oh,
is-
good jeez. An Annabelle becomes your familiar, obeying your commands though it is still an independent
No,
creature.
here we
It has
go.
the
You can choose
appearances.
from the animals, bat, cat, crab, etc., blah, blah, blah. But the familiar's type must be chosen from celestial, fey, or fiend. Meaning
Yeah.
that it looks like a celestial, a fey, or fiend, but for stat purposes, you choose one of the animals.
That's not what it says. but,
No, it
I
says
mean,
it has the
okay.
appearance and statistics
Yeah.
of the animal form you
It
choose.
literally says appearance and statistics of the animal. I mean, that might, I don't
Chill
know,
out.
like, I don't know this game, I might still be wrong.
No,
but
that
that's
is
the way
correct.
that
It is a
reads.
raven. You chose a raven, so it looks like a raven, and
Oh, I scrolled too far down. That whole part was cut out.
I spent forever reading this shit, dog.
yeah. So
We
I
know.
didn't know what the hell to
We
get.
know. Now, but
that's
looking
what
at
I was just
that,
like, man. Like I feel like everybody is so
what you
just
gonna do
like
with that guy?
distracted throughout most of
Dude,
this.
there's so much
'Cause, like,
crap.
yeah,
there's
'cause we all
either
leveled
that
up,
or
so
the
we-
Warlock book, or like all of them do different things.
Yeah,
It's like,
I looked into a lot of my stuff in between because I wanted to.
Betwixt?
I wanted to make sure that
Betwixt my
I
nether regions.
had everything.
Twixt it.
Which for a wizard, all I had to do was add some spells and increase my
Well, yeah,
hit
the
points. But
freaking Warlock has.
But yeah, you had a
can
bunch.
Get like a dark grimoire that's like a book of like spells from other classes. So you could like pick
Yeah.
3 spells from any other class and they become yours. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like trying to find out if there was like anything worth having from like some of the other classes, but it can only be cantrips. So I don't know.
So are we
Man,
planning on
food
doing the
does, right?
next session the 22nd, which is in 2 weeks? Or
The last Friday in February.
Yeah.
because if we're doing it every other week, then or if we do it that week, or if we end up doing it on the 1st of March, then I will be able to make it, but I will be having it'll be a rough session for me because won't be at home.
I won't be able to do the 1st and 2nd because that's my birthday. So
No, okay,
I'll be
yeah.
doing something.
You were
Okay.
born on 2 different days?
Alright, guys,
I was
I'm gonna hop
on
off for
2
now.
days.
I may be on a little bit later.
Alright, so...
Alright.
Yeah, because I won't really be able to do it very well either, but I
Yeah.
would be able to make
What's
it.
that? What are you
I
talking
can't do it on the.
We're saying if,
Next game.
we're
I think
saying the
20
next
seconds best
session.
for me.
Yeah, we're saying 22nd next one, and then,
Well, depending on how long that 20-second session is, that could be the end of the game.
It might be the end of it, right? Maybe we should just like plan to have a long one the next time and just finish it.
I mean, we could
Like however
because,
long it takes.
Because I can't do it on
yeah,
the
'cause-
8th if we skip a week.
Yeah, Nathan can't do it,
I definitely can't
and then he can't do it. So yeah,
Let's-
we
let's
might,
just try to
we
finish
might
it in
just
the
want,
20
yeah, we
seconds
might
if
just
can.
want to do a long one.
How much longer do you think if we had like 3 hours we could do it, Matt?
Possibly, yeah. Depends on you guys.
Yeah, I think
I mean,
earliest.
if you just had to guess, like, do you think that's long enough?
Yeah, I think that's long enough. Potentially. It might take 4 hours, but yeah.
I think
Okay.
earliest I can be in here is probably like 7 or 8 because it depends on how fast we read everything in the living room. Because we normally
Yeah.
read Torah and then we eat before that. So like we got done at like 7:30 tonight, so I had some
Yeah.
time.
I mean, I could be here for 8 probably. I
But
don't
yeah.
think I have anything going
I
on,
normally can get there by 8 though. So if we just
Alright.
shoot for-
Then we can shoot for that, and we'll keep communication about it.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll talk to you guys later.
yeah, I'm gonna jump off as well.
GG's, boys.
See ya.
GGs.